It is 11:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Canadian Time, February 8th, 2023. It's also Wednesday, so it's weigh-in Wednesday time. Has FBRC been making any progress? Let's find out. Let's get a couple of yous in here and give me a couple of random numbers, 3-digit numbers, to write down on one of the two scales. Lita and my dog Scruffy, Sarah Lee. 626 from Sarah Lee. Oh, let me put that up. $626, Sarah Lee. Give me one more. Hello, Sarah Jane. Hello, Bex. Hello, Colleen with a K. CCP. Sarah Lee, leading my dog Scruffy, getting my dog Scruffy, everybody. Thank you, Sarah Jane. I need one more 3-digit. 431 from Deborah Saunders. 431. That's going to be written down on the other scale. 431. Excuse my penmanship. Where is it? 431. There. So let's get this all completed before midnight. That way it will be legit. Weigh-in Wednesday. Let me get the camera ready. And we got Chantel footage to make fun of too, okay? Finding a spot for the camera. So it's a little bit boring while I'm setting up to do this legit. This isn't Chantel style. This is legit style. Pardon me. What is it? 11:48. We still got time to get this done before midnight. I'm not ignoring anybody in the chat here. I just got to go do the weigh-in. So I started the weigh-in August 1st of last year, live, with just a t-shirt, my shorts, no shoes, a hat, the glasses, this, and the ring. I was 341.4 August 1st. The last time I weighed in was like 288 and change. So as long as I'm less than 288, we've made progress again. So I got to get the microphone out of the way for a little bit. Wait a minute. Just a little delay. Sorry. 28 folks here. We got Chantel footage coming, okay? The very latest. Okay, yeah. So I apologize for the sound, and I'm 6'1", Bex. And so let's do the weigh-in. Let's do it. Oh, I gotta get the chair again. Hang on. No shoes. That's the random number, 626. It's the Starfreight balance. Get on the floor. Just me, the hat, glasses, earring, ring, shorts. Okay. I gotta get ready with the camera. Hang on. Okay, the camera's ready. Okay, let's. If I'm anything less than 288, I've lost weight. I know, I'll walk into it. Let's go. Looks like I lost 8 pounds. Want to go again? Let's go again. This time, I'll put the ring on the scale just to make it a little more interesting. Because it's still on the scale, right? Variance of 0.4. I mean 0.4. I don't know why I took the ring off and put it on the scale. What difference does it make? Stupid ring. Now this one. 431. I'll walk into it. Shoot. This one's finicky. You stand off it and it forgets. Hang on. $281.4. Let's do one more on that one. 281.2. Now let me write those things down. Do it right now. Sure. So, what is it? 11:56. Let's get this finished before midnight. Let me write down the numbers. Okay, the blue scale gave me 281.2. The blue scale, the AccuWeight. So with the blue display. 281.2, 281.4. I'm going to take the higher one, 281.4. And the Starfrit gave me 280 and 280.4. I'll take the heavier one, 280.4. So let me take both of these readings. 281.4. 281.4 plus 280.4 is 561.8 divided by 2 is 280.9. So 280.9. And we started at 341.4. What do you got? A minute left? A minute and change. So, hang on. 341.4. 341.4 minus the average of the two we just did with the higher weight taken from each one. So not to give myself any breaks with it. 280.9. 60.5. Let me do that a second time. It looks like I lost 60 pounds. 341.4 on August 1st minus the average we just got, which is 280.9. 280.9 equals 60.5. Not that you need to see this. It's just like, there. 60.5. Because I did all the numbers in front of you. So 60.5. There. Since August 1st to right now, weigh-in Wednesday, February 8th, and we still got like a few seconds left on February 8th, I've lost 60.5 pounds. I'm not even making the face now. Now I'm not even making the face. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds. Now let me get to your comments. Everybody here, everybody here. Dan, there's Dan with a super sticker. Super Chat Cat, get in there and say thank you to Dan. Super Chat, please. Get up there. Kitty, represent.
Oh, I got the whole stage to myself. Everybody can see that I'm blessing them with good luck. Super Chat K! Super Chat K! Thanks for blessing us, Dan. We hope to bless you back. It's Super Chat K! Super Chat K! Super Chat K! Thanks very much, Dan. We hope you're doing okay over there in the United Kingdom. And blessing you with good luck. Thanks.
Thank you, Super Chat Cat. Thank you, Dan. And Dan, as I was playing around with those scales, we're a little bit behind. Still going to leave you up there for a little bit as we roll over here. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Sarah Lee. Hello, Dan again. Sarah Lee, Cheryl, Cece, Teresa, Dan. We let you own the comments for a bit. Hello, Sarah Lee and Cheryl. Bex. Going to ride with Bex. That sounds fun. Cheryl, hey Dan, Colleen, congratulations. Sarah Jane, Colleen, Sarah Lee, Cheryl. Tubby Nutkins alleging tinkering with a screwdriver. Tubby Nutkin has a squirrel in his avatar, by the way. That's the name of his squirrel buddy. CCP, Bex, Lynn Smith, hey sweetie. Colleen with the K, hey Dan, Sarah Lee, Lynn Smith. Sarah Lee, Dan, CCP, Colleen with the Caitlin Smith. Dan saying hello to Lynn. Good job, says Bex. Sarah Lee says, wow, that's amazing. Wow, 60 pounds. Way to go, says Lynn Smith. Awesome, FBRC. Hand pink waving. That's really quite amazing, my friend. Thank you, sir. All around. Gallerin. That's the way I remember how to say it. Hey, Lynn. Yay. Fuck yeah, says Volume FM. Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you, Colleen with a K. Super Chat Cat, please get over here and say thanks. Get up there. Super Chat wants more than just the whole stage to himself. He was also appreciative the darn camera and everything would work perfect.
Oh, well, like I always say, Colleen, at least I'm nice and bright. Super Chat Kate. Thanks for blessing us, Colleen, with a K. We hope to bless you back. Meow, Super Chat Cat. Meow, Super Chat Cat. Super Chat Cat. Congratulations, FBRC, on your weight loss. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult for me to call him the fat dummy, isn't it? Well, he's still a dummy. Nobody beats Super Chat Cat. I do what I want all the time. And here's some blessing you with good luck. Thanks very much, Colleen with a K. Thanks.
Thank you, Super Giant Cat. And thank you for still calling me a dummy, even if you can't call me as quite fat as a dummy as I used to be. We got Chantel footage coming, okay? We're going to leave that up there for a bit as we get back to more of your comments. Great job to CCP, Sarah Lee, Digging Super Chat Cat, Girl MacGyver. Great job. Congratulations, Dan. Well done. Thank you, Dan. Volume FM says Chantel can gain that amount of weight in a day. Good, steady weight loss, Deborah Saunders. You are correct. Colleen is being said hi to by CCP. Lynn Smith, you must feel fantastic. I feel better. Damon White. Hey, Damon White. Oh, easily, Valium, says Cheryl, regarding the comment coming from Valium that Chantel can gain 60 pounds in a day. That's about how much Chantel gained in Kuwait. Yes. Come take a ride with me now in Los Angeles, Bex. Thank you, dear. Sarah Lee saying hi to Valium FM. Nice Dan, says Cheryl. Deborah Saunders, Sarah, that's true. Yay. We're at 12:01. Okay, I'm 4 minutes behind in all your comments. Yeah, I've been busy. Cheryl, I know you've been busy. Thanks for coming by, Cheryl. And Sarah Jane says the latest video uploaded was hilarious. Loved every minute of it. And I think I learned something from Charlie Gold because I was over at Charlie Gold's and she was saying it in her community tab that she was sitting on a few pre-recordeds and she wasn't releasing them until they get approved. And, when I finished this thing, this took me like around, I worked on it for like
a better part of 2 days off and on throughout the day, real life interfering. And like to produce 2 hours, it takes you about that long. And when I loaded it up, it said, issues are found. I was like, oh, great, issues are found. So I guess Charlie holds on to them in her studio before the issues get resolved when you do a request for human review. You see, I just release them anyway. And then I just ask for a review after they get released. And they hold all my lives. So I guess I could have just sat on this one. It's just Chantel makes so much junk and just keeps on moving. So maybe I should have sat on it. It's just and waiting for it. Like she said in her community tab, it's taken days. It's taken dang days for the human reviews on these things. And so I guess she must be on like a bit of a shit list too. I'm only going by what she said in her tab. She didn't say she's on a shit list. It's just like, Chantel, everything out the door makes money. So anyway, so I'm not the only one that's having things getting held. Well, they don't get held. They get held for monetization. You can release it. Like the one that I just released. Yeah, it still hasn't been approved. Yeah, I'll show you. It'll probably pick it up. Let's see. There's nothing personal here, is there? No, it's just my channel. So it says add suitability. You can probably see it here. Come on, camera. There. That's what it looks like for me. See, there's the Dalek one. Yeah, it finally got monetized like 3 days after I published it. And there, like, the Foodie Booty is not Muslim. It still adds suitability. So I think you don't get anything until it gets approved. So anyway, enough of that. That's just boring talk. Thank you, CCP. Great job. Great job. Great job, Dan. Well done. Oh, that's where I was. There you are. There's Cheryl. There's Lynn. There's Colleen with a K, who gets to own the comments for a little while. Oh, that was Sarah Jane saying she loves it. That's right. I went off in a bit of a tangent there, explaining things. Chantel's such trash. Hard to choose, FBRC. Decisions. Yeah, it is. It's just like, you got to get on what she does, what the creature does, sorry, or you wait. And there. So, like, as you guys know, like I was 341. I brought it under 300, and then I fell off the wagon a little bit, which is natural. Yet I never went back over above 300 again. I never did. Then when I got it under control, and it's under control again, so now it's just steady. It's like magic. 60 pounds, dang. So this is positivity, right? Y'all want to hear me talking about this for a little bit? Okay, what do you want? You want footage, or you want me to talk about, weight loss? So the next few people that comment, get to the footage, I'll get to the footage. If you say talk about your weight loss, talk about that. You're in control, so to speak. And there's about a 10-second delay as I'm waiting for the answers to come in here. Well, I'm glad I waited for this one. It looks like Cheryl really digs it that I'm losing weight. And you know what? Now I am going to talk about weight loss. Right after Super Chat, Knat says thanks. Super Chat. I want to do a good job. Oh, there it is. There. Now I'm in focus and everything. Well, I guess I still get to call him a dummy. I just like, out of respect to you and your support, I won't call him a fat dummy for the rest of tonight. He's still a dummy. I won't call him fat. Super Chat Kate. Thanks for blessing us, Cheryl. We hope to bless you back. Super Chat Kate. Sending my love and major congratulations, my friend. It's all positive here. Thanks very much, Cheryl. And we hope that your dog's doing better too. And you got a real jet-setting lifestyle for real. You know, Chantel says, "Oh, I gotta go here. I gotta." Yeah, she's not doing anything. You got like a wild job and a lot of traveling. And thanks for keeping us in your schedule and coming by and helping out the dummy behind me, which I'm not gonna call him fat, at least not for tonight, because of your support. I won't call him fat. No more fat calling for me. Thanks. Well, at least not tonight. Thanks very much, Cheryl. Thanks. 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 Thank you, Super Chat Cat. Thank you, Cheryl. Gallerin. And I'm going to leave that up there. And miss you, Scarecrow. I'm going to leave that up there as I talk about weight loss. So, so I fell off the wagon a little wee bit. Then I came back and I got it straightened out. And so this is the positive stuff. Like Chantel, you know, she's attacking and being negative all the time. And by my understanding, you know, it's like, you know, how we all took it here, all of us as our community, when Chantel was giving her channel back, it was tragic. And I would react, I said, I gotta hold myself back. Cheryl had to hold herself back too. We all held ourselves back with what we wanted to say because, you know, I'm pro-America, pro-marketplace, and YouTube provides an opportunity that nowhere else in Canada is offered. So disappointed, and it's like an object lesson, I said. You know, some things aren't fair. However, with all the melancholy that we had to greet Chantel getting her channel back, especially as Lynn Smith says, it was very sus because it was given back to her on her birthday. I just said it's an object lesson. Things aren't fair. And so she returns and she keeps spreading all these lies, these dramatic lies of her being a rape victim and an abuse victim, and that she's in love. And like, you know, Lanita Brown took an interest, and like, you know, everyone's being mean to Chantel. And so she, you know, tries to white knight for someone she believes deserves it and gets an extraordinary amount of hate. That's life, you know. You know, everybody's carrying a different burden. Some is a lot heavier than others. And you get drawn into this toxic web and you get involved in a bunch of weirdos. Like, I remember, Dee Higgins. She was doing the right thing, having some fun, making some friends. And then somebody who I'm not going to mention turned on her, and they were, you know, bugging her at the house, and there was other people taking up efforts to harass her, and it's like, what the hell? It's just YouTube, you know? So she's a lot stronger than this Lanita woman who was in a very bad place. And so she could deal with it. She could weather the storm and move on. You know, she certainly wasn't going to. Pardon me. Well, that's what the mute button is for. Hang on. You know, Dee wouldn't have, you know, taken her life over it. However, this other woman, Lanita, who was in a much weaker place and a whole lot more responsibilities to bear, including a 3-month-old and postpartum depression on top of it, that's supreme negativism coming from Chantel. Yet Chantel turns everything back and says, oh, I hate the negativity. Chantel is the negativity. So what I wanted to do with this weight loss thing, because it's like part of movie night, I figure, why watch Chantel for 6 hours a day? You know, pick a reaction channel, hopefully pick mine, or even start one yourself. You know, you don't have to follow me, and deal with it like that. And instead of watching Chantel for 6 hours every day, watch a fantastic old movie that's free of copyright, that's public domain. So that was the point of like running movie night before it got wrecked, because some of us have to follow YouTube rules, like me, while others don't, like Chantel. And so also doing this is a positive thing, right? Instead of just squawking about a wildebeest, I just lost 60 pounds. And there ain't no filters here. And
And that's a positive thing you can do. So it's positivity over here. And Chantel is all negative as hell and, continues to do drugs and continues to use an automobile. So, Chantel, if she's going to use an automobile and continue to use drugs that have a long half-life, given to how much drugs she does use, may she have an argument with a tree while driving, and may the tree win the argument. And may YouTube, before that even happens, not that I care about Chantel, save her from that as if I cared, and save us all. Save the next Lena Brown, YouTube, and get Chantel off the platform permanently. There. That makes me different from all the others. Bex just became a new member. I got an amen from Valium FM. Oh, look at all the nice comments we got here. Well, there are a lot of them. It's just whoever super chats me gets to own the comments for a little while. Anyway, I can read them. Yeah. And Koki, that monster. Well, a co-worker, right? Bex, I'm going to put you up here, Bex. Right after I start the Chantel footage. So I'm gonna let Cheryl hold the comment spot for a little bit after we get into the Chantel footage, and then Bex, I'm going to put you up here as a new member. So so we got the weigh-in done legit before midnight. So we had a proper weigh-in Wednesday. So now I got some Chantel footage. It's a good idea. Read Oscar Wilde later. Because just like Cheryl, he is Irish. Let me find Wilde. Okay. Bex is look at all that we have here are ladies and gentlemen. Bex is saying, let Cheryl's comment stay. Well, I'm going to take you up on that offer, Bex. However, Super Chat Cat sings for everybody. Even if you want Cheryl to stay on deck, Super Chat Cat's going to sing to you, Bex. Get up there, Super Chat Cat. Would you position me, Mr. Skinny? Come on. Super Chat Cat, thanks for blessing us, Bex. We hope to bless you back. Super Chat Cat, Super Chat Cat, Super Chat Cat. Thanks very much, Bex. Even though you said leave Cheryl up there, all you folks here are so darn polite. Well, Bex, you get to use all of the custom emojis, including me, the best one, Super Chat Cat. Heck, you get good luck just by using me as this custom emoji, and I'm blessing you with good luck. And thanks very much, Bex. And for your request, and you're becoming a channel member, I'll have the. I'm not gonna call him skinny. You're not skinny. He's slightly less obese. All right, I'm not gonna call him, heavy. Anyway, because you're a channel member, Bex, and you're letting Cheryl hold the comments, you're going to get what you want. I'm going to have the guy behind me read Oscar Wilde after we're done the footage. Thanks, Bex. Thank you, Super Giant Cat. Thank you, Bex. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, everybody, as I get the footage rolling. Hankster. Everybody, I'm going to get the footage rolling. Okay, where did I put the footage? Here it is. Oh, yeah. So, Wendy, I'll just play the music, and then we'll get into it. 3, 2, 1.
Chantel, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantel, she carries the weight. Chantel, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantel, 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 Chantel.
She rolls out of bed with nothing better to do.
She's got nothing better to
Her
do.
fupa is leaking while she drip dries over you. She makes a mess, orders Uber Eats when her Tinder date is through. And if you stand too close to her, you'll get the C. diff too.
Chantel, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantel, she carries the weight. Chantel,
Hello, Chantel.
she
How's Canada,
carries
girl?
the weight of the world on her
Do you wanna meet up?
shoulders.
Life?
Chantel,
Stream?
Chantel, Chantel.
I bring pizza and poutine.
Chantel,
See you soon, life girl.
Okay, so this was published. Okay, so we're at 12:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Canadian Time. So this was published, not even 12 hours ago. This was published. It says on the thing, it says 9 hours ago. It took me a couple hours to get ready. So look, it was some early afternoon yesterday, and this is called, what's it called? Winter Bees. Yeah, Chantel's back to like I said, and the one that says like she's not Muslim and never will be. Her content is just right back. Oh, by the way, I got a fresh can of bubbly. And that's part of weight loss. Actually, convincing yourself that no artificial sweeteners, no real sweeteners, just sparkling water with a tiny little bit of cherry rind peel in it is almost like a treat if you mess around with it long enough. It's like, yeah, I'm having another imitation soda pop. 0 calories. And there was a method to my madness. I couldn't have made it to my 60-pound weight loss without the help of bubbly. No, I swear too much here. It's not happening. As if. As if. Oh, dear. So, as I said with that video, that reaction, what some are calling a small documentary. Small, it was more than 2 hours. Like it's right back to was before. She doesn't even have enough creativity like to title. It's like what? Hi, bees. Winter bees. So I watched the first. Like usually, I get the first 10 minutes, middle 10, and the last 10, because it's like another hour, and she's back to doing like 2 and 3 1 hour long streams. And nobody wants that. And so she's high. That's why she's not there. She's always high. As we let Cheryl hold on to the comments for a while. So I went in to get the first 10, the middle 10, and the last 10. For the last 10, her sound is off, and she's just driving around, giving you footage of the street. So there's nothing I can do with that. So I got the first 10, then I got in the middle 20. So we're still going to get half an hour. We just get one break in the middle. So that's all the backstory. I'm back to doing fresh material. So it's all the backstory. This just was published by the Wildebeest less than half a day ago, just yesterday. Enough of my yakking. Let's roll. Come on. Drink like a toddler. Drink like a toddler. Drink like a toddler. And boy, does she ever drink like a toddler with this one. One of you guys told me when I was making fun of it. One of you guys told me that's called pocketing, and she pockets like bananas with this. Not immediately yet, with the next slurp or so.
All right. Let's do it. The first sip of the day.
Yes, David, she's high. Who gets that excited about getting your same coffee? It's like, let's do it. The first sip of the day. It's coffee. And by the way, Chantel, you're so broke, you could only come up with $50 for that woman you played a part in her untimely passing. YouTube payday is a long ways off, like another 13, 14 days. And what's that Starbucks coffee? That's like $9 or something like that, plus the gas to get there.
Coffee sip.
Yeah. There is. Now, is that drink like a toddler or what? You see, you see, there's lots to react to. You don't have to pay attention to the fake fight. Like, oh, she's gonna get even with Nader for the revenge P. There's no criminal charge. Oh, when she gets back to Canada, she's gonna charge that French fried girl with criminal harassment. There's no criminal charge. I ignore those parts. I say it's all lies. Yet this is funny. Well, funny. It's funny enough to react to. A 450-pound wildebeest wearing a hijab, pretending to be Muslim, talking through a filter, high, and drinking like a toddler a $9 Starbucks coffee. That's right. That's right. Drink like a toddler. See, look how long she holds it for. Did I tell you? Huh? Was I kidding? She's still holding it. Is it good? Do you like your bucket of sugar for breakfast? Huh? Yeah, we're supposed to believe you're married. Here's like a little joke that I came up with. A lot of women will install an in-ground pool by hand before their wedding to try to lose a little bit of weight and shape up, or just to not be funny. Yeah, they'll hit the gym. We're supposed to believe that she just married this guy. She refers to him as a soulmate, and what is she doing? She's like guzzling sugar. Yeah, we really believe that. Hey, babe, honey, babe. Like that, she should do that on camera. Hey, babe, this one's for you. 900 calories. And this is just my first one for breakfast. Glug, 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 glug. Now I'm going to drive around. Then when I get back to the townhouse, I'm going to sit on my 450-pound ass. And then I'm going to order another one. Yeah. Like as if she's married. Horseshit.
My sweet love, you were first, my sweet love.
Yeah, people who are really in love, they pay attention to each other, not in front of a camera. Salah exists as a video game character in her chat. There he is. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Hey, baby. Hey, beavers. Bloop, bloop. Oh, my sweet love. Oh, my. Yeah. If they were in love, they were married, they'd be off camera. It's like, how do we rebuild your life? We got to get other jobs. The first thing, you got to lose lot of weight, lot of weight, and change your name legally. And you're already wearing the wigs, so we can start again, baby. No, she's right back to the same bullshit.
Hi, Mary, A+, Lisa, P&V.
I have to. Drink like a toddler. Drink like a toddler. Drink like a toddler. Why? Because it was warranted.
You were the first, babe. Searching Spirit.
Isn't that sad? Somebody has named their avatar, their name, their YouTube handle, Searching Spirit. That's another way to say confused. And who are they watching? Chantel. Pretend to be a Muslim. Dangerous.
Remember these school buses? I used to take one to school every day and barf every day on it.
Yeah, really? We believe that every weekday that you went to school, you know, and nobody from the school contacted the house. Yes, Chantel's getting a little ill every time that we come to pick her up on the bus. It's very disruptive. Is there anything we can do to help? Yeah, as if we believe you threw up every single day. Yeah, overreacting, telling stories. And you know what the funny thing is? What you next to the school bus? What are you going to do next? Lure them into a dirty talking live stream like you did the last time? Thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. And besides, her head is back in school, at high school, public school. She's always going backwards.
Hi, babe. Those buses give me the worst motion sickness. I don't know why.
How you must suffer, Chantel. You know?
First world problems, Chantal got first world problems. Just the mere sight of a school bus makes her believe that she's driving it, and when she was a kid riding on it, she made it sick all the time.
An unlikely story.
Is this cat hair or is it just me?
It's both. It's both. It's dead skin rolling out of your head, and you don't bathe or launder your clothing, and it's the cats too. It's all of that. You're just a pig.
Oh, it was a fluff. What lipstick? I don't even know. Honestly, I don't remember the name. I'll have to check for you when I get home. Hello, Trixie, Ariel, Girl Sip.
Leela, my dog Scruffy. Girl, why are you always lying? I used to put that clip in the reactions. I misplaced it. I have it somewhere. I know which one you mean. Damon White says, remember those school buses? She is so high. Yes. And look, drinking like a toddler again. This is like, I think that this is like the most epic performance of her drinking like a toddler ever. And I'm glad that I pioneered drink like a toddler right here.
Are we kidnapping bees? Who are we kidnapping?
Oh, Chantel, your life is so dramatic and dangerous. Someone's coming to kidnap you in your imagination. See, this is the worst ever. If she does it again, I'm going to sing it again. All right? It's just like pocketing like crazy all over the place. And we know what it means. It means pocketing. Because one of you guys told me what it is.
Run over Ethan bees? That's horrible. Dream, hello? Bus barfing bees. My eyes are really sensitive. Hi.
Oh, that's what she was joking about. She was sitting next to a school bus. That's where the kidnapping joke came from. Thanks, Damon White. And thank you, Chantel, for another really gross, mean, weird, twisted thing to say, Chantel. Ugh. Yeah, she's high. Damon, you're right. She's high. I mean, there ain't nothing that funny going on in her chat. I mean, from the townhouse to Starbucks to get that, and then turn on the camera and you're giddy. Like from what? Paying $9 for a coffee?
What the heck? Maybe go sledding today? Well.
Yeah, she's got a lot in her mind, everybody. Should I go sledding today or just go back to the townhouse and order Red Lobster and tell lies? If I can't figure out what to do, I could just go back to sleep.
I was going to go check out one of my favorite parks for the winter time. You guys want to go for a drive or no?
Look at that effing paw. One more pocket like that. I'm singing the song again. One more.
So, how are you guys today? Nice glasses. They're funny looking, eh, babe? Remember, you're like, you should bring your glasses. You're going to want them. And I'm like, no, I have many. This is the many I have. I can't find any of my glasses.
Damon White said there's no reason for her to drive under the influence to get Starbucks. There are so many delivery services. Plus, we're all familiar with using our delivery services. You know, it's... Well, what this is, this thing is a whole lot of fun for Burger King because you get to build up your crowns with this. course, you could do it on the desktop. It's a whole lot more fun to use this to build up the crowns with. So everybody, is familiar with how easy to get everything, delivered. And like she has to climb in an automobile that could kill people and to get her Starbucks. Good point, Mr. White.
Did you have a good sleep?
Girl MacGyver says she's incapable of sledding. The Bandit is here saying, hey, FBRC in chat. Yeehaw!
Yeah, I slept a long time.
Valium FM. That's a good call. I can't even read it out loud. I like it, though. It's funny. And she did a pickup at the outhouse, very likely.
Lynn.
Hysterical laughter over what? Coffee? And thanks, Cheryl. Thanks, Cheryl, again. I kept my promise. I'll let you hold it all the way into. Let's see. We're about 4/5 in. Thanks, Cheryl. Of course, Cheryl, you're still going to be in the comments. I'm just going to I'm going to share it with a few others too. Thanks for helping, Cheryl. Thanks for pushing me into the algorithm. Thanks. The Bandit would push her down an icy hill.
Thank you. Got my baya on tonight. Thinking in the man in the pale moonlight.
Yeah, make fun of the attire that goes along with being a Muslim. Make fun of it. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, Chantel?
So you lost them? I think I lost all my glasses. I'm not sure.
Thanks for helping, Cheryl Gallerin.
So...
Yeah, that's high. That's high. Nobody talks like that. It's like, so. I just got a tiny apartment here. I'm afraid because that would make me sound like I'm high for me to like scream like Chantel just did. So. Yeah, it's just coffee, Chantel. I mean, come on.
Did I hear him raging? No, what now about?
Who's raging, Chantel? I don't know what. Natter? Are you going to talk about Natter again?
Yalla. Come on, let's go. A+.
And Bex,
No.
my new channel member, says, what's with those sunglasses? And yeah, no one talks that way.
I didn't hear any raging.
What a horrible lifestyle. Doesn't do anything creative, and all this money, lying about being Muslim and just gobbling sweet food at like, what is it like for her? It's like, well, I guess she gets up, at the crack of noon. And then, so this is like, about 2 p.m. It's time to have breakfast. So it's a bucket of sugar from Starbucks and nothing to worry about. Ugh. They're mitts. They're mitts. They're not hands. They're mitts.
He picked up BBJ so rough. Oh, maybe to say, oh, yeah.
So people are making the note that someone picked up BBJ really rough, and Chantel's laughing at it. Oh, please find that tree, Chantel.
Basically, we're annoyed with people asking us if BBJ's okay.
What do you care? You just said you're getting rid of them. I didn't hear you say you're giving them to Pete's. Your words were, we know people. Yeah, I can just imagine, weirdos and degenerates, and you're going to give the cats away to total strangers who are weirdos and degenerates just like you.
You know what I mean? Okay, do you guys want to go for a winter drive? But... when they share the bed.
Yeah, I mean, like, when Nader was saying unreal man, I mean, that was just, he was just getting us to hate him, so we get invested in the little story. And, she quotes from it, says, oh, Salah is a real man. It's like, if you really were married, which you're not, if you're really in love, which you aren't, he wouldn't stand for this, right? It's not being a male chauvinist pig. It's just, stay off the fucking camera for at least a couple of months, all right? If you're going to do it, don't eat. Don't eat. You want to talk to these people? Stop eating. Then again, he's not a Muslim either.
Don't be rude. Hey, Brittany. Okay, I'm gonna mute you guys. You guys talk amongst yourselves. King Beezer, I don't know what you're doing right now, but if you want to moderate.
Wow, what a surprise that King Beezer, her husband, is available at all hours of the day to goof off in a chat filled with jackasses, just like Natter used to be. Wow, he's a big businessman, right? Just like Natter is a master chef and works at the Four Seasons, and he owns properties across Canada and a castle somewhere in the Middle East. No. Big businessman. Hey, breezers. I'm here in the chat. It's like Chantel saying, like, hold my cigarette. And he's like, yeah, I will.
Can you unblock? No.
Oh, I just missed it.
I can't right now.
I was going to do Drink Like a Toddler again. She just got a second ahead of me.
It's very nice that you took care of barbecue for 20 years. Unblock puppy. Alright. You want me to sing a song while we're driving? Hold on.
Yeah, of course. It'll go right along with the culture and the religion along with it that you're now part of, that you're supposed to be modest. So yeah, go belt out a tune badly while stuffing yourself with Starbucks. That's really modest and sophisticated, whether you're part of a religion or not. Yeah, sure. Do that, Chantal.
Who's barbecue Sala? BBQ!
Okay, so that's Chantal muting things.
Did you eat all the pickles, babe? Sing Lana Del Rey. I got my red dress on tonight, cruising down the coast, going about 67.
Yeah, hi. The wildebeest is high and in an automobile. Again. No changes in the personality, not converting. She's not Muslim. Not the pretend conversion to Muslim. It's no change in the personality. Being newly married to her soulmate, no change in the personality. Just act the same fool in the same car, eating the same food. No changes.
Kelly UK, hello.
I missed it. Okay, let me crank it back a little wee bit. I'm gonna do the song.
Dress on tonight.
I'm sorry for having to play the music again. Sorry, the attempted music. I just want to get her when she does the Drink Like a Toddler.
Cruising down the coast, going about 67. Kelly UK, hello.
Drink like a toddler. Drink like a toddler. Drink like a toddler.
And you do. I'm going to get caught up in the chat. When Salah's in the chat, it might really be Missy Moo. That could make sense, yes. No way is this a Muslim woman. Thank you, Leela, and my dog Scruffy. Yeah, well, when it's coming from Chantel, anything that's deceitful is possible. Ain't nothing going to change with Chantel. As Judge Judy says, and I'm glad I'm quoting a professional woman in an audience that's like 98% women, you are fully cooked. That is what Judge Judy would tell losers, because she's dealt with losers for years and years. No changes. Yeah, I'm really gonna like fucking change now, you know, like I'm gonna like mend my way. You are fully cooked, sir.
Okay. You guys want to go for a winter drive?
Yeah, sure. You're high and you're full of sugar. Let's roll.
All right. No? Yes? Or... Okay.
Well, I didn't realize she was this high. Because I pushed through it at like double speed, right? Just to get a grasp of the first 10 minutes. And then, the other 20 minutes. Anyway, nothing. Let's just keep rolling.
We're gonna go for a drive. I wanted to do something wintry for you guys because pretty soon we are not going to be doing anything wintry.
Yeah, which means as soon as the weather changes, I'm going to be getting out there. Sure, Chantel. I mean, you were in a desert for 3 months. Did you get out there? Yeah, you waddled for like 5 minutes at a time, once every 6 days, and no changes. You're as heavy as you ever were.
Know why? Because we're not going to be in the land of snow.
Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, just because. Merry Christmas, you're a lovely guy. Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. You're a very lovely and fat and really kind of lovely guy. And we'll join the whole world through. Yes, even Belgians too. And we'll all join together and sing Merry Christmas, Santa. That was something that Max Headroom did. They played it on Much Music here in Canada. And I thought it was really funny. And I remembered it just for you, Bex. Aren't you glad you became a channel member?
Inshallah. I don't want to be here in the snow anymore. Excuse me. Now.
Because she is high. Because she is high. Because she is high.
It is sunny though, and it's kind of nice out. So my windshield fluid is working again. See? Yes.
She's so high. It's like, they're just squiggles on a piece of glass to her. You want to go for a drive? Let's see. Chantel has to drive back to the townhouse anyway. I guess try to turn it into content. I'm going to go back to be a drive.
Yes. Yes.
Well, thanks for rejoining.
I meant loses.
Now, what was I gonna say? So yeah. I wanted to tell you guys.
No one cares. And also from the movie A Bronx Tale, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like Sunny. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Oh, maybe I can do some Instagram pictures.
Wow, this is Chantel's work process. Maybe I can do some Instagram pictures. Let's see. Filter. Options. Full blast. Industrial strength. Yeah, Pete, will you hold this for a second?
By myself. Look at the sky. It's so gorgeous.
Waiting for the lights to change with Chantel.
I'm finding like. By the way, guys, I can't read the chat and drive. Although if I go to that park, it's gonna be very far. مو مشكلة عادي. Anyways, I've been finding a lot of the adjustment, like I've been finding a lot of changes just really hard. Like, it's just been really hard for me.
I try to remember that Dean Martin song. I can't, from the soundtracks of Bronx Tale. I've seen Bronx Tale like 40 times. And listening to Dean Martin sing on the Bronx Tale on the soundtrack, I went and I checked out the Martin and Lewis Comedy Hour. They're all from the 1950s. They're so far ahead of their time. They're hilarious. Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, they're all like, I don't know if they're in public domain. It's just, they're all available. You don't have to pay extra. The Martin and Lewis Comedy Hour. It's just I'm trying to remember one of the commercials. The foaming cleanser. Boom, 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 boom. I can't remember. I wanted to prove to you guys I was watching the Martin and Lewis Comedy Hour. Great stuff. Great stuff. And I was inspired by Bronx Tale to do that. It's not corny old stuff. That's great stuff. Fantastic comedy team. I didn't know until I started watching them on YouTube. Effing amazing.
Almost like coming back here, just I completely forgot about the entire, not forgot, but like, I don't know how to explain it. You feel like just getting right back into a lot of old habits, and they're hard to stay away from, and
X is not a fan of Dean Martin. Oh, darn it. We're sorry to have offended you, Bex.
it's just weird to me that like here I don't know, like in Kuwait I don't think about the same things. Like I don't need the same coping mechanisms. I don't feel like I don't know, like a lack of better term, but going in dry with life. You know what I mean?
I think the first time I heard that was when somebody was talking about Alanis Morissette. Alanis Morissette used to be on a Canadian TV show. Like, there's not too many Canadian TV shows that are really good because most of my favorites are either American or British. I love On the Buses. Here, does anybody want me to do Blakey? I'll hate you, Butler. I'll hate you, honestly, dude. I'll do. That's On the Buses. One of my many favorite British TV shows. Then, of course, I love American shows. There's like just a few Canadian ones that are good. You Can't Do It That on Television was one of them. Alanis Morissette was on there for like a season, and somebody described her on the show when she was there. It says like, yeah, she's like 14 going on 44 or something. They called her an old soul then. Well, you said SOB. You said SOB. Look, we know what SOB means. D. Martin, SOB. Oh, you meant sob, like you were crying. Okay, so it should have been S capital O small B small. I thought you meant SOB, Dean Martin, son of a bitch. So you love Dean. You love Dino. Okay, I didn't know what you meant. All right, there we go. Now we got that fixed. Okay, so you meant it like in a cool way, like, hell yeah, SOB. All right. Bex and I are on the same page. Excellent. Heck yeah. Now we do it.
I just feel different. It's like a different existence. Okay, so I will be your tour guide today.
See, a lot of us here are on the same page about a lot of things. And that's one of the fun things we did too before YouTube gave me a warning. I played the entirety of Don Rickles' Hey Dummy. Good stuff. I just wish I could try running 1 hour of the Martin Lewis Comedy Hour. Dino has got a lot of fans here tonight. Okay, so that's exactly the first 10 minutes of Chantel. She goes, gets a $9 coffee. She's high. And I'm going to give you 20 more minutes, and then it's done. And then we're going to read Oscar Wilde. And the 20 minutes, it doesn't run right to the end because the last 9 minutes of her stream was no sound and just driving into traffic, and then it just cut off. It just stopped. So I'm not going to play that. So I'm going to give you right up until this is like 20 minutes almost before it's over.
right before her sound gets turned off. That's what you got coming. And then that will be the full half hour reacted to quickly because this was just from yesterday.
More app believers during the revolution process. You said halal, the McDonald's is halal, right?
Yeah, apparently she gets into some McDonald's, and I already checked the comments. Remember, I did this so you don't have to. I had to get her video anyway. So people were correcting her in her comments saying, like, no, McDonald's is not halal. And she's asking because she's high and she knows that it's not halal. So she's treating the whole thing like a huge joke. And this is what she did after I published some are calling it a documentary. Chantel, Foodie Beauty, is not Muslim. She never was Muslim. She will never be Muslim. And so after I made that statement, there she is making jokes like, yeah, McDonald's is halal, right? And she knows it isn't. And she's laughing because she's high.
I just want a fillet of fish, I think.
Oh, yeah. And what the person that corrected her in the comments quoted the McDonald's website that says, no, we have nothing here that's halal because everything is mixed and there's food going all over the place and it's not pure. And no, nothing that McDonald's sells is halal. So if it meant anything to her, she could have taken less than a minute, is McDonald's Canada halal? No, it isn't. Stay away. So here she goes.
Babe, oh, I gotta show you, babe. You gotta see this.
We can dream.
This, babe.
We can dream.
Your McDonald's doesn't have this. I'm so hungry. Hold on a minute. I should just call this the driving around and looking for I'm like Harry looking for food. Oh, this gas station.
I've replayed it myself, here. He goes, I've been doing this act for years. One time I got a Mountie in the front row. As Canada, I like that bit. I got a Mountie. And then I checked him out on Carson. I went hunting for some more clips, and Rickles was on Carson, and then Carson says, "Yeah, we need the Irish people, don't we?" And Don is like, "You want me to do the act? I'm not going to do the act."
Shouldn't always. My grandmother always would sneak $20 for gas, no matter how many times I would tell her, "You better not give me money for gas." I don't need your money to help you. You know what I mean?
Not well enough. I remember John Candy, late John Candy, was being interviewed by the late Larry King, and he asked him to do some impressions, and he said, "Do you do Orson Welles?" And John Candy said, "No." So he did his best Orson Welles with a 2-letter word to say he wasn't going to do it. Great talent, passed too soon. I think he was 38 years of age, John Candy. And he would just started to flex his dramatic muscles in Only the Lonely, and he had a small part in JFK.
I mean, that would make me mad. So she would sneak it, and I would find it maybe days later somewhere in the crevice of my purse or in the.
Yeah, Chantal's always saying, "I was hungry. I'm so hungry," like as if she knows what real hunger is. It's been months of intermittent fasting. I got a little bit shaky there after I managed to bring it down under 300 pounds. And it was a bit of a struggle that I never went back up over 300. And, well, it's a banker's chart, right? It's not like an improvement like this. It's like, well, we did okay in this quarter. Then we did crummy. Then we rebounded. And then over here, we did good investments, like a chart, an investor's banker's chart. And so, with some work and determination, it gets better and stronger. And here's Chantel talking about hunger. It's like, go 24 hours with a cup of black coffee, Chantel. Then you can talk about hunger.
A glove compartment or something. Sometimes I didn't even find it in forever. So they have waffle fries here. Oh,
Listen to it. Like she's supposed to be all spiritual. They've got waffle fries. That's just her being herself, being a pig and indulging herself while using an automobile while high on drugs. And she just happens to run the camera at the same time. Oh boy, waffle fries. Okay, do it.
no, the regular fries are the best. Wait. Hi. No, I'm not.
What would you like?
May I have a filet fish meal, please?
Filet fish meal, and what's the drink?
Coke.
You know how she's bringing down Muslims everywhere she goes? There's nothing there which is halal. And she's got the hijab on and the abaya, and they're looking at her and it's like, yeah, I want your junk food and I want a Coke.
Coke, okay, what else would you like?
That'll be all.
Alright, it's $11.63.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hold on, guys.
She'll do both. She'll lie and she'll fail.
Alright, fish filet meal?
I just realized we have 87 wonderful people here. Please consider subscribing and hitting the like button.
Yes. My tap doesn't work. Sorry about that.
Hey, Astra, you want me to say it again? Astra, I'd like a chicken junior for a senor. Thank you, have a good one.
You too.
Later.
I just have to turn away so you don't see my payment.
That reason alone, you know, you should cover that up before you want to get married to some guy. And if some guy was about to think about marrying, you know, do you want to get wrapped up with this? No thanks.
Okay, guys, baby, you have to see this fillet of fish. You don't have it there. You want to come say hi in peace? I don't want to be a creepy stalker. Thank you.
We can dream. We can dream, Alura.
Oh, Squeaky From, you're the one who asked me to meet at Mango's, right? What, fillet of fish? The fillet of fish has to be halal, because it's not.
She's taking this all as like a joke. What, you're just assuming that the fillet of fish from, I mean, like the McDonald's food items, I mean, it's for the most, they're the biggest toy sales. Don't get me wrong. Ray Kroc was in his mid 50s and a milkshake machine salesman when he came upon the McDonald's brothers in San Bernardino. I've been saying it wrong for years. It's San Bernardino. You know what you want to, San Bernardino, California. And then you know, in his mid 50s, he took on this McDonald's system and sold it to the whole world. And so I'm not putting down McDonald's. We know it's fatty, it's sugary and salty. It's, you know, we know. It's just that she's pretending she's just converted to Islam and that she's just married a Muslim man. And she's worried about a silly food item called filet of fish. And wearing these ridiculous sunglasses and live streaming her stupid meal on the internet. Of course she's not Muslim. Here's this one again. Are any of you out there, you know, watching, reading this? If I get like several hundred, if I don't even get 1,000, like, yeah, I'll probably get 1,000 views out of this. Aren't there like 20 Muslims out there? Don't you know anybody you can complain to?
You know. Babe, I'll show you the fillet of fish, honey. It's like a fish patty.
It's like I was just about to say, yeah, it's like fish and it's in like a piece of bread. And so just as I was about to say that, she's like, it's a fish patty and it's fried. Yeah, and it's on a piece of bread and another piece of bread. And then there's like the fillet of fish sauce on it and
And they put like a sauce on it. And yes, you guys told me that McDonald's Canada was halal.
yeah, she's making it up. She wants to go to McDonald's anyway. So she just goes without checking herself. Like she's relying on strangers. You told me it was halal. Well, it's just like when she pretends to go on a weight loss journey just to get attention. Then she walks away from it without even trying to get people angry, which is more attention and more money. So she's going to go and get McDonald's knowing it's not halal. And you guys said it was. And the thing is, she's making Islam the butt of the joke she's doing. So yeah, Muslims out there, there's got to be, I think there's got to be what, 20? If I get 1,000 views, there's 20. Isn't there an official body that you can contact to, do something?
It's fried, not cooked on a stovetop. Yeah, it's not cooked with the other stuff. It's a fish fillet. Fish can't be halal, right?
Thank you.
Somebody told me. Let me pay for your bees. Oh, thank you. Beep boop bop. Remember? You're like, I don't know what I was thinking choosing my name. Oh. Somebody told me. You guys told me that McDonald's Canada was halal. N'est-ce pas?
Like, if that was true, given that you live at McDonald's, you would have seen a sign somewhere, or there would have been like an advisement or an advertisement someplace, somewhere. Never. Like, what are you talking about? McDonald's halal. It's like, it's not.
But it's not chicken or beef, it's fish, so how does that work?
Yeah, laugh at it. She poses with the Quran, puts it in her hands, and she wouldn't even take the time to read a pamphlet. It's like, here's the foods you're not supposed to eat if you're actually following this.
But I got this because it was halal. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten it.
Like, go to the grocery store, and every symbol that says halal, follow that.
I'm such a mess. Hold on. It's okay. All right, it's okay.
No.
It's halal. I eat it all the time. Perfect. There we go. Thank you, Beat Bope Bope, for the super chat. I really appreciate.
It's the real crochetter. Ladies and gentlemen, the real crochetter. He's the one you see singing when we play the song with his buddy Bettina. The real crochetter. The real crochetter. Who's working on a crocheting academy project. Anything you want to tell us about it, real crochetter? Please put some comments there.
it.
Yes, modesty, Chantel. Modesty. Of course. I mean, you might as well go ahead. You're not Muslim anyway, right? So
It's made of Mary. They think we eat Mary. Look, babe. Filet of fish. It's popular here. You have to try it.
yeah, she's trying to make Canadian sound exotic over the internet. It's a filet of fish. It's popular here.
It's fish and sauce.
It's the least popular item at the McDonald's. It's beneath the McChicken. What are you talking about? The only reason why it exists is because, okay, if you want to be a pain in the butt, yeah, we have a fish product. Here it is.
And cheese. And sheesh. Filet of Mary. It's not a filet of Mary. Filet of Mary. Why did you delete last night? I don't remember. Wasn't there drama? My car's not gonna smell. Okay. Lettuce bees. Oh, Burger King has it? I don't know. I'm a brat. Putting the fries on the burger? Really?
Look at the size of those mittens, those paws.
Burger King fish burger is good though. Dunk them in the sauce.
So it was that easy that she takes that vow. That means she's officially part of the club and nobody can say anything. You know, I'm not like a scholar on any of this. It would be disappointing if it's just that easy. She takes the vow. That means she's untouchable and that she can act like a clown. I mean, they got to have rules, right? I mean, if you do stuff that's against the religion, I mean, there should be some mechanism by which they can throw you out of it. I don't know. I don't know anywhere near enough about it. It just, there has to be some official body that can complain about what she's doing. We can dream. We can dream.
No. You want a milkshake?
Ugh. Let me crank that back a little bit, that bite.
Oh.
Let's see if I can freeze it.
You want a milkshake?
Ugh. The size of that paw and what the filter is not concealing. What the filter has set aside, but the size of her head. And I don't know who I wasn't going to mention it earlier when you mentioned her. I don't know who Mrs. Amina is. So she's got like a YouTube channel. I can't see, like, not that I'm against women running things, which is, you know, I don't mind if women do run things. It's just, I can't see a woman, this Mrs. Amina, running all of Islam. I don't know who Mrs. Amina is. I'm not familiar with it. I just can't believe that Chantel is going to be welcomed by the Muslim community, treating it like a LARP. I just don't know who Mrs. Amina is. And I wouldn't imagine, you know, that she's the be all end all, you know, grand imam above all imams or something. Then again, I just don't know what the channel is or who that person is. Anyway, let's just check out how horrible Chantel looks right now. Hello, Cosmic Glow Up. We can dream. We can dream. Okay, yeah, like I just don't know who this person is. I would just imagine there's got to be more to it than just, this one woman. Yeah, it's hardly modest, is it, huh? They're garish sunglasses.
It's so good. Do you eat fast food every day? I try not to.
What good conversations Chantel's having, huh? Do you eat fast food every day? I try not to. It's like, loser to loser. That's Chantel in her community. Loser to loser.
It's hard.
I got no clue. I wouldn't take anything Chantel has to say as the truth, so I wouldn't speculate myself.
Why? Because it's so good. So it's hard to stop eating it. It's very fresh. The filet of fish bun is like fresh like no other.
That's stoner talk. The filet o fish bun is fresh like no other. As if you notice any difference. As if there is no difference, for fuck's sakes. McDonald's orders their, the buns from local bakeries. They're all made at the same time. It would like the bun for the filet o fish is fresh like no other. He doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Just imagine how bad she would look without the Samsung filter right there. 450 pounds of sweaty blubber in a fucking Kia, pretending to be Muslim.
Made me hungry, babe. I'll order a meal right now. What are you gonna have, baby? Flop era. It does smell a bit. Okay, I gotta see what's in my car.
Angry Filipino, also known as Old School Bert. He inspired the Old School Bert custom emoji, which we still have here. Still popular with many folks around here, the Old School Bert emoji.
I'm scared.
Way to go, Cosmic Glow Up. Congratulations on your weight loss. We got positivity happen around here for weight loss matters. For weight loss journeys. Thank you. 100 people here. Please subscribe. Please hang around. Let us finish this one off at 100 folks here. We're about 4/5 of the way done. Hey, stick around. Please consider subscribing.
See, it's fresh, exciting.
I can't remember the lyric. Cool in the Gang. Fresh.
I don't know. People will check. Uh-oh. I have to move.
Thank you very much, Real Crochetter. And we hope that your back feels better too. Nice sentiments being shared here by the Real Crochetter. Real Crochetter working on a crocheting academy. Real Crochetter's got a fun channel too. Check him out.
Over here. I don't think I'm in an actual parking space. There we go. Let me move into an actual parking space so we don't get murdered and killed and everything else.
Thank you there.
Do you guys want to clean out the car with me, or should I just...
Crochetter, I thought your back was getting better. Oh, darn. Ugh. Let us know how your back is doing. If it's getting better. You want to know. You're very tall. You need your back. Keep us informed of what's going on.
Do that myself. Sorry, guys. The glob of tartar sauce.
Yeah, modest. Muslim woman, modest. Sorry, guys. There's a glob of tartar sauce, and I'm high, and I'm driving.
I don't know. I didn't feel it.
No change. You know, if she was really married, why are you making yourself even more hideous for a man you refer to as your soulmate? If you're Muslim, why are you indulging in gluttony on camera while wearing a hijab? Not married, not Muslim, same Chantel, LARPing, even more evil than before. That's Chantel. Yeah, fucking high. She looks like the Joker from the first Batman, huh? Right? Am I right? Am I wrong? The Joker, 1989, Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, the Joker. Ladies and gentlemen, the Joker. Am I right? Am I wrong? Complete with the makeup. Here we have the Crochetter with lots of talent, a very nice person. His back is crap and that creature is sitting in a car stuffing her face. It's so unfair. After we're done here, please go over, subscribe to the Crochetter. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm not trying to talk over how miserable your back must feel. Let us know what's going on. I want to know. Something's happening to Crochetter. I want to know about it. And thank you, Leave on My Dog Scruffy. No way her and Sal are getting along. I was just about to move the footage. Love that movie. Stone Overweight. We wish you well in your weight loss. Cesar Romero. Hey, you're going way back. I think Cesar Romero was much prettier. This is Jack Nicholson with makeup, 1989. The Batman movie, the modern Batman, like 1989. They brought the franchise back and they brought it back right. That's my favorite. Yeah, Prince did that soundtrack. Oh, we miss Prince too. So many talented people. Nobody is saying that, yeah, she looks like the Joker. I'm going to roll it. I think she looks like the Joker from 1989 Batman. Nobody answered me.
You guys make me laugh.
Batman.
Oh. Can you not idle? No.
Crochetter. How did this happen? Did it just happen? Or were you lifting something? Did you have a fall? Beck says she does look like the Joker with that freaking upper palate. Now her upper palate looks ridiculous with that fat face. Type away, Crochetter. When did this injury happen? Fat woman. Okay, Girl MacGyver finally answered me. She does look like the Joker from 1989 Batman. There's Steady C with the quote. We do not offer halal certified menu items. That's right. None of what they have is halal. And there she is having some.
The environment? Yeah, it is dying. This is
Well,
horrible.
The build is a penguin, sure, yeah.
I hate this area!
Yeah, Chantel, we can really see how Islam has affected you so very deeply that you're willing to rage about not being entirely comfortable with your parking spot at the strip mall while you're stuffing yourself with grease from McDonald's. Yeah. You're not Muslim. You're not married. Heck, you're not even human. So go have an argument with a tree. It's bad now for 3 weeks. Maybe age and being at 6'4" and dancing all my life is catching up with me. Oh. I also remember we were talking about Prince, that they said that because he was always jumping off of his amplifiers, that he had hurt his back. Well, made it sore, and then he had the painkillers. Dang it. Crochetter was losing weight too. And now this back problem is going to probably mess up your progress there. It might. Anyway, we give you a pass if it is. 3 weeks of back misery. Crochetter is the all singing, all dancing, all acting talent that we know. The best. I'm hoping the Crochetter gets better soon. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, if you let's say you're from a Muslim woman for real, I mean, you'd be keeping everything covered up. You wouldn't be walking around and saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm 450 pounds and I'm stuffing myself." I mean, the profanity of what she's doing just keeps revealing itself. It's like, wait a minute, you're 450 pounds and you're stuffing yourself, eating the wrong things, and you're doing it on camera. Yeah, as if you're married. As if you're really following Islam.
Dollarama peas?
Real Crochetter? Just Crochetter when you get to know him. Crochetter, are you still doing the auditions? Crochetter. Well, I want to know what the Crochetter is up to. Please keep typing. Yeah, he jumped off his pianos too.
I know
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Hi, Tiffany.
There you are, Cheryl. There you are, Cheryl. Sorry, folks, got to run. Super early day tomorrow. Well, you were here for like 5, 6 of it. You were here for like pretty much all of it. Thanks for coming by, Cheryl. And have, be safe on your busy day. Super early day tomorrow. Take care and all that. And we have best wishes for your doggy to get better too. Thanks for coming by. Well, we mustn't keep you of a super early day tomorrow. Thanks for coming by then. Take care, Cheryl. Bye.
Hi. Beep boop boop.
Well, you're still just as much fun as if you were 25. Lots of good humor. Lots of good voices. Lots of talent. Jokes. Singing, dancing, everything. We're hoping you get better, Crochetter. Love to you too, Cheryl.
Oh,
Love to you too, Cheryl. And your dog.
Ogilvy has the car wash. Ogilvy where?
Fur baby. That's the cuter way to say it. Thank you, Girl MacGyver. Fur baby. Fur baby.
No, we're not going in the dispensary.
Damon saying goodbye
I
to
mean-
Cheryl. Damon saying goodbye to Cheryl. Real Crusader saying goodbye to Cheryl. Everybody's saying goodbye to Cheryl. Best wishes for your fur baby too, Cheryl. Thanks.
You know.
Mwah and good night.
Dollarama, yeah. It's
Take
like
care.
a dollar. A Dollar General.
Take care, Cheryl. There she goes. Yeah, that's really ladylike. Put the whole dang cardboard box in your head. Now let's crank that back. Yeah, do that. Be modest.
It's like a dollar. A Dollar General.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. You got a hot man. Well, you know, Salah to me is a sheet of drywall with a beard. And you guys are coming up with your own theories that he might be challenged in some way. And yeah, Chantel, you're once, twice, 3 times a wildebeest. You're no lady. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And all the men want her, too. And she's sexier than 90% of all other women on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, the wildebeest. I'd rather that we pay attention to Crusader. For you're watching her stuff her face. Drywall. That song too.
This arc is boring.
I think that is Lionel Richie. Yeah.
Okay. Better go find a car wash. Faith! It's not boring. We're going to a lot of museums. Right, baby?
So like I say, it's just a morbidly obese, lying tub of shit, talking lies while wearing a costume. That's Chantel.
So,
Yeah, gaslighting all the time.
when do I go back? In like a month. The museums are so nice and useful. Yeah, I love it.
Crochetter has got a joke well in advance of her approaching the car wash, which is the creature now using a car wash to clean itself? We love good hygiene. It'd just be like her toilet room in the apartment back in Kuwait, only be a lot bigger and a lot more powerful.
Are you out of breath from the fillet of fish? Yes!
Cosmic glow up. Well, you had too many prunes. At least they're not drugs.
I breathe from my mouth, but when you're shoving something in it. BBJ to challenge Harry to a dance-off. Be quiet. Alright, guys. I don't feel like talking to you anymore, so. Where's Missy Moo? I can't see anything. I didn't even go to the the transport museum. The That was so fun, right, babe? Excuse me. No, I just got here. I gotta clean up my car.
You're gonna clean up your room. Yeah, you're a real 39-year-old woman. What was it? Next month she's 39. Yeah, just a brat, with $12,000 a month.
Hold on.
The real crocheter. He's into the sauerkraut all the way. Just as Chantel mutes it, we get a big hell yeah from crocheter for the sauerkraut. Damon White says sauerkraut is yummy. I eat it by itself sometimes. So that's sauerkraut a cappella without accompaniment. Angry Filipino, the inspiration for our old school Bert. He's digging the sauerkraut. I was going to clean up the Kia, and then I got high. Yeah, turn the sound back on, Shen.
Sorry, guys.
There you go.
What should I do? You hit my car with your beer cans, buddy. Big Alley's bees.
Now you're going to stay awake all night.
Was that the trustee? Be quiet. No, you're not. I'm not giving you an arm wiggle if you're annoying. Because you're just going to get blocked. Right, babe?
That's all the power in the whole world that Chantel has got. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. Ooh, the power of the Shen toddler.
Anything with halal? Or what? Okay, I'll give you an arm wiggle, but if you are a troll, that's it.
Imagine joining her damn channel, giving her $5, wanting the stupid arm wiggle, which used to be a big production. It used to be, shit, and she would shake all that blubber. And now she goes, where's the bees? That's all you get. If you're into that sort of a thing. And she's even denying doing it because she suspects you might be a troll. Pfft. Oh, I wanted to freeze it there. Hang on. Where she's making that dumb face. Here, do it again. Make the dumb face. Make the dumb face. Come on, do it. Not that one. Yeah, that. Like, if anything, this thing is just in love with itself, and it's so twisted and evil that it's in love with its own image being sent back to it by the Samsung with the filter turned on. I mean, like that's her channel. She's high, she's full of grease and carbs, and she's fantasizing about the wicked distortions provided by the Samsung filter. Because that's the only time she sees herself, as with a tapered head outside of the pumpkin she really is when the filter's not turned on. Fuck.
What? Okay, I gotta go. This guy's gonna get in my way. Hold on. I'm gonna put you guys on mute so I can listen to my music driving there, okay?
This is just about when it's almost when it's over. It's like a minute, I think. And this is how she ran it for the rest, with the sound off and just running footage of the traffic. We got less than a minute to go and it's done. 103 people here. And that's it. That's it. That's it. So it was like that for like about 9 more minutes, and that was how she ended it. In silence, just driving around at the traffic. And she wasn't even on camera. So I figured that's where I stopped it, because from this moment on, it stays that way. Just traffic, silence, and she's not even on camera. So I gave you the first 10 minutes, and then I got into about the middle, and we got 20 minutes of footage that we could react to. And like that's out of an hour-long stream. So that's it. And people pay for that crap. Hey, Jess. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to read some Oscar Wilde quotes. Okay, we got 105 people here. Look at that. We topped out. We just hit the highest number we have for the evening, just as we ran out of footage. Okay, I have lost 60 pounds. So if you want to go back to the start, I do a live weigh-in asking for random numbers from the audience, the community, the more modern way to speak to it. And I put it on 2 weight scales, and I weighed myself, and I've lost 60 pounds, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds since August 1st. Please excuse me, Jess. And you got somebody cute there with you. That's you with the blonde hair and the glasses. Who else you got in there? I can't tell. Is that a kitty? I'll just tell you what it is in a moment. $60 pounds. So that's what's going on. So that's it. As soon as we ran out of footage, we had the start of people leaving the theater. I'm going to read some Oscar Wilde quotes, okay? We're going to finish off classy. It's just Jess, okay? That's my 20-year-old cat, Nora. See, look at that. There's a nice people that we got around here. It's just Jess, okay? With your 20-year-old kitty, Nora. And we know that you're not abandoning your 20-year-old cat or making mean jokes about it or all the other weird shit and denying it vet visits like that wildebeest evil thing Chantel does. I'm going to do a couple of pages of Oscar Wilde quotes as requested by Bex. So please subscribe as people still... Everybody's very polite. Like nobody's saying, I don't want to hear you read Oscar Wilde, you jackass. It's like folks, the people who aren't digging it, they're just very politely... Okay, I'm going to go to the concession stand and just get in the car and leave. People are politely leaving. Those of you who were here last time, remember that we just left off with an eloquent fool. That was the start of a new chapter. So let's turn the page. Oh, we have a diagram, an illustration. The correct word is an illustration. There we go. Oh, how many pages shall we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about 6? 6 pages. All right. As I begin to put on the character that I do when I'm reading these things. And if Crochetto is still there, I can't tell because I'm leaving that up in the chat and I can't handle the chat and do this all at the same time. So, Crochetto, if you're still out there, I tried to do a deep voice, yet I can't go as deeply with the voice as a Crochetto. Yet I tried to do what I can with the character, with the mid-range that is available to me. So we shall do 6 pages, starting with these 2, which also include the illustration. Now, without highlighting them and responding to them, there's real Crochetto. Of course, once you get to know him, it's just Crochetto. I'll check out his channel too. Well, let's begin. As I set aside my bookmark, which is a heavy grade paper postcard of Mr. Wilde. Oh, postcards. This was printed in New York City. New York City, New York City. Well, take my word for it. Take my word for it. Everything's email and text messages these days. The simple, elegant joy of a postcard. And now the 6 pages of Oscar Wilde, as we just dip to less than 100, as I begin. I shall read the quote, and then I will tell you which work it came from. Learned conversation is either the affection... See, look at that. Now then. Begin. Learned conversation is either the affectation of the ignorant or the profession of the mentally unemployed, the critic as artist. I am sick to death of cleverness. Everybody is clever nowadays. You can't go anywhere without meeting clever people. The thing has become an absolute public nuisance. The importance of being earnest. We live in an age that reads too much to be wise, and that thinks too much. Okay, it's only my 3rd one. I need to warm up. I'm warmed up now. Let's do it. We live in an age that reads too much to be wise, and that thinks too much to be beautiful. The picture of Dorian Gray. As a rule, I think they are quite impossible. Geniuses talk so much, don't they? Such a bad habit. And they are always thinking about themselves when I want them to be thinking about me, an ideal husband. All thought is immoral. Its very essence is destruction. If you think of anything, you kill it. Nothing survives being thought of. A woman of no importance. The only people a painter should know are people who are an artistic pleasure to look at and an intellectual repose to talk to. Okay, I ruined one word at the end. I'm going to do the whole thing over. The only people a painter should know are people who are an artistic pleasure to look at and an intellectual repose to talk to. The model millionaire. It is only the intellectually lost who ever argue. The picture of Dorian Gray. And as for what is called improving conversation, that is merely the foolish method by which the still more foolish philanthropist feebly tries to disarm the just rancor of the criminal classes, the critic as artist. I do not approve of anything that tampers with natural ignorance. Ignorance is like a delicate exotic fruit. Touch it, and the bloom's gone. The importance of being earnest. The only way to atone for being occasionally a little overdressed is by being always absolutely overeducated. Phrases and philosophies for the use of the young. There is no sin except stupidity, the critic as artist. In examinations, the foolish ask questions that the wise cannot answer. Phrases and philosophies for the use of the young. But oh, my dear Ernest, to sit next to a man who has spent his whole life in trying to educate others, what a dreadful experience that is. The critic as artist. The English mind is always in a rage. The intellect of the race is wasted in the sordid and stupid quarrels of second-rate politicians or third-rate theologians. The critic as artist. It is always an advantage not to have received a sound commercial education, and what I learned in the playing fields at Eton has been quite as useful to me as anything I was taught at Cambridge. The portrait of Mr. W. H. Thinking is the most unhealthy thing in the world, and people die of it just as they die of any other disease. Fortunately, in England, at any rate, thought is not catching. The decay of lying. However, I think anything is better than high intellectual pressure. That is the most unbecoming thing there is. It makes the noses of the young girls so particularly large. An ideal husband. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing worth knowing can be taught. The critic as artist. I am afraid that we are beginning to be overeducated. At least everybody who is incapable of learning has taken to teaching. That is really what our enthusiasm for education has come to. The decay of lying. But beauty, real beauty, ends where an intellectual expression begins. An ideal husband. I like looking at geniuses and listening to beautiful people. An ideal husband. I am but too conscious of the fact that we are born in an age when only the dull are treated seriously, and I live in terror of not being understood. The critic as artist. I like hearing myself talk. It is one of my greatest pleasures. I often have long conversations all by myself, and I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. The remarkable rocket. And I remember that one because that was from an Oscar Wilde cartoon from like 100 years ago that I saw on rerun on Global Television Network here in Ontario, Canada. So I put a special effort into that one because the cartoon quoted directly from Mr. Wilde's work. The noblest character in the book is Lord Aubrey. As he is not a genius, he naturally behaves admirably on every occasion. On Ouida's new novel, Gilderoy. That might have been an interview quote or something, I don't know. I am thoroughly sick of pearls. They make one look so plain, so good, and so intellectual. An ideal husband. I would not have about me shallow fools, who with mean scruples weigh the gold of life, in faltering, paltering, end by failure. The Duchess of Padua. Dullness is always an irresistible temptation for brilliancy, and stupidity is the permanent bestia triomphans that calls wisdom from its cave. The critic as artist. And, bestia, triomphans, probably characters that I don't know about. Anyway, I did my best to pronounce them. But even men of the noblest possible moral character are extremely susceptible to the influence of the physical charms of others. Modern, no less than ancient history, supplies us with many most painful examples of what I refer to. If it were not so, indeed, history would be quite unreadable. The importance of being earnest. People say that the schoolmaster is abroad. I wish to goodness he were. The critic as artist. Bored by the tedious and improving conversation of those who have neither the wit to exaggerate nor the genius to romance. The decay of lying. The whole theory of modern education is radically unsound. Fortunately, in England, at any rate, education produces no effect whatsoever. If it did, it would prove a serious danger to the upper classes and probably lead to acts of violence in Grosvenor Square. The importance of being earnest. I am afraid that you have been listening to the conversation of someone older than yourself. That is always a dangerous thing to do, and if you allow it to degenerate into a habit, you will find it absolutely fatal to any intellectual development. The critic as artist. Really, this horrid House of Commons quite ruins our husbands for us. I think the lower house by far the greatest blow to a happily married life that there has been since that terrible thing called the higher education of women was invented. An ideal husband. We all take such pains to overeducate ourselves. In the wild struggle for existence, we want to have something that endures, and so fills our minds with rubbish and facts in the silly hope of keeping our place. The picture of Dorian Gray. I can stand brute force, but brute reason is quite unbearable. There is nothing... Sorry, I buggered it up. I can stand brute force, but brute reason is quite unbearable. There is something unfair about its use. It is hitting below the intellect. The picture of Dorian Gray. Oh, there's a diagram, it's an illustration. It looks like a clown having a cigarette. Okay, so these 2 pages, and then one more, and then we'll be at another chapter, and I will stop. Here we go with the clown having a cigarette. The intellect is not a serious thing, and never has been. It is an instrument on which one plays, that is all. The only serious form of intellect I know is the British intellect, and on the British intellect, the illiterates play the drum. A woman of no importance. These are quotes from, I suspect, characters in a play. Colonel. Can she read and write? Peter. Aye, that she can, sir. Colonel. Then she is a dangerous woman. No peasant should be allowed to do anything of the kind. Vera. Or the Nihilists. Ah, that quite does for me. I haven't a word to say. Too much care was taken with our education, I am afraid. To have been well brought up is a great drawback nowadays. It shuts one out from so much. A woman of no importance. Lying for the sake of the improvement of the young, which is the basis of home education, still lingers amongst us. The decay of lying. We teach people how to remember. We never teach them how to grow. The critic as artist. Just as the philanthropist is the nuisance of the ethical sphere, so the nuisance of the intellectual sphere is the man who is so occupied in trying to educate others that he has never had any time to educate himself. The critic as artist. Intellect is in itself a mode of exaggeration and destroys the harmony of any face. Picture of Dorian Gray. I adore simple pleasures. They are the last refuge of the complex. A woman of no importance. The world has been made by fools, that wise men should live in it. A woman of no importance. Examinations are of no value whatsoever. If a man is a gentleman, he knows quite enough. And if he is not a gentleman, whatever he knows is bad for him. A woman of no importance. Remember that the fool in the eyes of the gods and the fool in the eyes of man are very different. De profundus. But then no artist expects grace from the vulgar mind or style from the suburban intellect. The soul of man under socialism. Women have become so highly educated that nothing should surprise us nowadays, except happy marriages. A woman of no importance. The man is but a very honest knave, full of fine phrases for life's merchandise, selling most dear what he holds most cheap, a windy brawler in a world of words. I never met so eloquent a fool. A Florentine tragedy. And that is it for now. Because I'm growing weak of voice. And I've been talking and talking and talking for more than 2 hours. I shall now abruptly catch myself up in the chat. I'm caught right up. The real Crochetta says, I bet Chantal has never in her life heard half of the words. FBIC, you did very well, sir. Thank you, real Crochetta. I especially enjoy your compliment because you are the most talented person on YouTube that I've ever known. Nice reading, FBIC. Leela and my dog Scruffy. Let me crawl back and get to comment here. Girl MacGyver, I can't understand why I am addicted to hate watching Chantal. It's probably pretty unhealthy, but I live to talk shit or her people talk shit about her. My interest is such that I'm waiting for her to, well, can I say it out loud while using a special voice? Drive headlong into a tree and have an argument, and have the tree rejoice in winning the argument, and having the squirrels offering happy applause at what would surely happen if that were to take place. That is my interest. That, and perhaps having YouTube come to reason just enough to excrete the monster and place it in an alleyway where it belongs, on Patreon. Those are my 2 wishes for the wildebeest known as Chantal. And with that, I'm out of voice, and yet filled with gratitude for all of your interest and your subscriptions, your thumbs up, your super chats, your comments, everything, all of it. Now, I'm going to sing the little Chantal song and sign off. Everyone be careful. Continue to protect yourself against COVID. Better safe than sorry. 70% power alcohol is but less than $2 Canadian. And as we all know here, Canadian money isn't even really real. And if it will buy a small bottle of alcohol to help protect you from COVID, then there's not much excuse for any of you not having some protection. A song, a song, a song. Yes! And here it comes, bidding you all a good night or a good morning. Yet in spirit, a good night. And good rest to you too as well, Crocetta. We hope for your back to improve soon.
3, 2, 1. Chantel. Oh, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantel. Oh, she carries the weight, yeah. Chantel. She carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantel. 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 She rolls out of bed with nothing better to do. She rolls right back to bed after the muck bangs through. She makes a mess. She makes a couple of dollars. She's going to do it again. It's all too much for you to understand. Come on, sing it again. Chantel. Oh, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantel. She carries the weight, yeah. Chantel. Oh, she carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. Chantel. 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 Chantel.